Yeah, only me again. I just thought I'd do a little video about how that's it now for the specials. Obviously, Terry Hill's no longer here, and I think really he was the specials. People go on about Jerry Dammers and like all the rest of them, but at the end of the day, it was Terry Hill's main voice doing all the singing. And well, it is really sad, really, that they were planning another album. Well, the album might half be in the bag. I don't know, because there's like three of them. Terry was part of that when they got back together for the Encore album, which went to #1. Then after that, it was. I've got it upstairs. I'll show you in a minute. After that, the last one. What was that? Protest songs. So I'm just in the process of making a cup of tea. I can find where I put that. So that protest songs is probably going to be, well, I don't know. Because since Ghost Town, for all them years, up until the Encore album, it was different, like Skinhead Girl and them sort of albums. It's members of the specials, just without Terry Hill. Terry Hill was just not playing specials for all them years. But apparently, when they filmed Ghost Town in the video, they all hated each other, near on, if the truth be told, or a majority of them did. Obviously, you had Terry Hill that then left with two other specials, the main ones, in my opinion, and formed Funboy 3, which I actually think is quite good. I've been looking for the Funboy 3 album. Looks really good. And then, what did you do after that? The Colourfield, which I'm not really into. But Funboy 3, that's alright. Saying that, the specials still release stuff on Record Store Day, like unreleased, like my Ghost Town 10-inch copy of Jerry Dammers on the home organ. I think he wrote the lyrics and then sat at his like Bon Tempi or wherever it was, put a tape in, and went on the organ and just did the music for Ghost Town. And it's basically him doing the music. What other one did I get? Friday Night, Saturday Morning, the instrumental on 10-inch. And I do believe there's another one coming out this year, but I can't remember what it is. It might come to me, who knows. So I'm just back at my house. Well, I was here last night and I decided to stay another night, and I'm going back to the hotel. But I won't bore you with that in this video. This is about the specials. But I'll be uploading a long video soon about what's actually going on. Saying that, it's all kind of good. I'm going to have, do I have a couple of PG, I'm spoiled for choice here with tea bags. Do I have PG Tips, Tetley or Typhoon? I might try Typhoon. So I got half my suitcase down here. I was all packed to go tonight. Then it got a bit late. I thought, oh, I just can't be arsed. So I had to get a few things out. So I just sprawled it all over the kitchen floor because it'll just get packed again tomorrow. So I'm here, guys. I'm just sorting my cup out. Yeah, so I don't know. They was planning to tour, you see. But obviously there's no Terry Hall now. It's never going to be like, it's never going to be like 30th anniversary tour. So where I've not been here, I've put things down. I don't know where I've put them. Where's the sugar, guys? Up here. I am here, by the way. Just let the camera roll. I'm trying to think of that other thing they released. Obviously you had the 40th anniversary Ghost Town and all that, which I've got a copy of. And they're quite good because they'll get remastered. I think that 40th anniversary copy of Ghost Town I got is remastered at Abbey Road Studios, where my mother actually recorded in the 50s with the Vernon's Girls. That's quite mad. But at the moment, the two-tone market's just anything to do with specials, just gone through the roof. Really, I'll sell them all, get out now, make money. But do you know what I mean? Will the market for specials records ever be this bubbling hot again? Do you know what I'm saying? I can't take them with me, guys. I've got no kids. I can't take them with me. That's my pension plan. All these records you see me saying, oh, I've got this one, got that one today, and whatnot. It's all good. I play them all. It's music I'm into, but at the end of the day, it's my pension plan. I can't take them with me, so the plan is to get to 60, open a little eBay record shop. Well, to be honest, I could open a real record shop. I could open a two-tone shop, two-tone and reggae for sure. And obviously I've got other sorts of music. I've got house music. I've got acid music. When I started going to acid raves when I was a teenager, lots of music. Loads of music I don't play, hard house, a lot of shit stuff. I just don't really. I should sell all that and invest it in good stuff, but it's hard. It's effort, isn't it? It's hard enough keeping track of them. Saying that, I know what I've got. Couldn't tell you where it is. It's in piles at the minute because I'm putting me. I'm using Discogs to put all my records into, and I've started doing it. And I thought, well, I'll put them in A to Z. So I've got piles of records all around the house in different combinations of alphabetical order. But I've got to sort it all out. Let's get out of this hotel. I've got to sort that. But to be honest with you, I've done well with the specials records. I think it was a week before. I went to the Rankin Roger Memorial concert. Rankin Roger, the singer in The Beat. And then my mates mailed me. I said, Terry Hall's dead. And I thought, what? I thought, how ironic's that? I booked up me Rankin Roger. I went to the Rankin Roger Memorial concert in Birmingham in December 22nd. There's a couple of videos. I've got some more videos to put up of that. It's just ironic that they was good pals, and obviously Terry Hall passed away. But fair play to Rankin Roger's son, Rankin Jr. He stopped the show and said a bit about Terry Hall and the specials, because he's a young one coming up. But obviously he's had his dad to teach him, so he just took over. He said some nice words about Well, he said it's Madness, Selector, all them bands that have taught him what to do. Do you know what I mean? What it's all about. Because he basically, when he started with his, well, he weren't really, he was more of a rapper, like a rapper. Obviously, he come across and joined his dad, and then his dad's died. What does he do? But he decided to carry on with the beat. Because obviously we've got two beats, one in America, one here. He said he's going to keep the ska music alive for his dad, and fair play to him. He said he didn't want anyone to forget his dad. I thought, well, I ain't going to forget him. All them albums I got. Crazy. But I suppose we'll get all this with Madness, won't we? Do you know what I mean? And the Selector, members of that, Pauline Black, people like that. Obviously, I'm a bit younger than them. I was just a wee little skinhead running around. But we was all running around out there. People of all different ages. When I grew up, it was one village as old, sort of thing, like one village gang. Crazy. I don't know. Yeah, so not saying Suggs is going to depart or anything, but obviously when he does, then Madness records going to go through the roof. I've got a few Madness records. In fact, I might start building. I've got a massive UB40 collection as well. I might start building up me. And basically, that's what put me onto the specials again. I thought, right, I'll get a couple of specials albums when I was in Birmingham, and I did do. In fact, you can't get them down here. They're always sold out. And then I thought, well, I've got a couple of specials albums. What else is out there to special? And I was having a look around, and now I've got quite a nice specials collection. To be honest, I've been concentrating on the specials. First of all, it started with the beat. Obviously, this is all happening within the space of 14 months. I've got diagnosed with ASD and ADHD, put on the medication, and for some reason, I've gone right back in time with my music to the very start. Which is just crazy. It's not just a flash in the pan. I've stayed with it all. I used to listen to other sorts of music, but I don't now. I'm just now I listen. Do I listen to anything dubby? Some of the Clash ones. In fact, I've got a Clash 7-inch single what they've released for a record store. That's collector's item with Rankin Roger. Rock the Casbah, but they got Rankin Roger going over the top of it. So I've just put something somewhere. Oh, it's up there. Look. So the problem with ADHD, even on my meds, I forget what I'm up to. So I'm not paying attention properly, but I don't suppose I ever paid attention. That's what the old school teachers used to tell me, but it's all good. They used to tell my dad he's quite capable of doing it, but he just chooses to disrupt the class. But 40 years later, it turns out it's ADHD. Crazy. But it answers a lot of questions. Answers why I've always been into music. I can remember, obviously I've lived in this house all my life, 51 years. I can remember sitting in there, well, people who'll be watching this who will know what I'm on about. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, you used to have a little transistor radio, and you was lucky if you had one of them. And I used to take it to bed and listen to all sorts of sounds coming in. And I can remember hearing bands like, I was only young, The Beat, Selector, Specials on the John Peel radio show. The John Peel sessions, UB40 as well. I used to listen, I don't know how old I was, 14. I used to listen to a Radio 1 show. There used to be a reggae DJ called the Ranking Miss P, and she used to play late on a Sunday night. I used to always tune into that, and I was just, I don't know, I suppose it was my autism and all that. It's just my brain just used to come alive, and all the dub reggae, which is really reggae without a lot of singing, with a bit of chanting and echoes and beeps and beep. You know what I mean? It's all. I'll play a bit one day. It's really good. Crazy. And then I suppose by the time I hit secondary school, the two-tone invasion had happened, and it swept through where we live like a. Do you know what I mean? It was pretty rapid, taking off. But yeah, a couple of mods we grew up with. There was a few punks in the village. The big spiky mohawks. Crazy. Good times. No one really gave a shit back then, man. But to be honest, the kids today would melt down, but they would be having meltdowns out there. But back when all the kids hang about like on the streets, or we used to anyway. I suppose now they're all indoors, glued to a screen. But back in my day, you was in and out, and you know what I mean, walking about the streets with your pals, dossing in bus stops and different places. Crazy. I don't know. It's gonna be quite a long video, this one, but I'll just show you. I'll show you. Find it. Protest songs. So this really would be the last ever album by the Specials. And I quite like it. I've seen some people slating it, saying it shouldn't even be called the Specials. I thought, well, Terry always the Specials. But you do get some purists out there, but that's what I think anyway. And then before that, that's Specials Encore, and that's the only #1 selling album they've ever had, and that's Terry Hill and his two other Specials pals. So there you go. We've got their two Specials albums. You've got this one, which was the first Specials album. It kind of started falling out after that. And then you got this one. This was Terry Hill's favourite one to make, and I've got to say, I'm probably rating this more Specials above that Specials one I just put down now. But then after that, Ghost Town, and that was it. Well, I've also got the Specials. I've got this one. This is what I got in Manchester. Specials live at the Moonlight Club. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll spin the camera around. This is the protest songs, 1924. And what they did, they all got together with their favourite old protest songs and just did them, really. There's some wicked ones on there. And then you've got the Encore album, #1 selling album, which is just brilliant. My favourite tune on there is a new one, Embarrassed by You. Terry Hill singing in it. It's a wicked track. What else did I show you? We got this one, the first Specials album. Which is pretty good. And then you got Terry Hill's favourite one, more Specials. And then this one, Live at the Moonlight Club. And basically what this is before sort of Gangsters come out, which I happen to have an original copy over here. It's a pile of singles. Here we go. Original copy of Gangsters, 1979. 2 weeks before they released this, which basically took Two Tone off, no one had heard of it before. They played a gig at the Moonlight Club, and it's a really good album. And we've got one more, well, kind of special. This is the specials before they were the Coventry Max, before they were the specials, and this is when sort of Pete Waterman managed them. Stock Aitken and Waterman, of that fame. Dawning of a New Era. I've got to say, this is like reggae. It's brilliant. Specials were a brilliant reggae band, and it's mad how these reggae tunes, like Nightclub, Concrete Jungle, It's Up to You, a lot of these, Blank Express, Too Much to, you know what I mean? All these tunes, they sort of scarred up and two-toned up. I think it's brilliant how they brought this into the ska and the two-tone and changed it up. To do that, you've got to be pretty on the ball to be doing that, haven't you? Back then. There's me Ghost Town. We've got my 10-inch specials here, look. Demonstration disc. That's Jerry Dammers at the home organ, and then there's this one, the instrumental. And this year they will release another one. I've got quite a few specials tunes. Original copy of Gangsters. Original copy of Ghost Town, 7-inch. What else we got? Ghost Town again, original copy, except this one, that's a silver two-tone. And this is a silver two-tone. But if you go over to my Two-Tone Treasures 7-inch pack, I'm looking for Ghost Town. So I put them in the wrong order again. Now I don't know which one's what. So I have to flick through them. Ghost Town will have a Ghost Town. There's those. Found it. This one. This special's in my pack. Look at that. An L two-tone. Checked. In fact, that's a wicked little. These go for 100 quid. I got mine. I had a right result, 50 quid. You got all sorts on there. What else have I got? 2 copies of this. Do Nothing. Too Much Too Young. Skinhead Moonstone. I can probably get away with playing a bit of that one night, because some things YouTube doesn't pick up at all. I think some of this live stuff. Skinhead Symphony, Skinhead Moonstone, sorry, is wicked. And also got the specials performing live on this classic Dance Craze album, Best of British Ska. This is an original first press, worth quite a bit on dough now actually. A new performed there, look, you got Bad Manners, who were only two-tone by default. They've never actually released anything on two-tone. It's only because they did the Dance Craze tour. But obviously the beat they released Ranking Full Stop and Tears of a Clown, first of all, which sent them off on their merry way on two-tone. You got the Body Snatchers, was it Do Rock Steady? Then you got Madness, which was the Prince on two-tone. The Selector, was it? Was it on my radio? Or yeah, possibly. And the Specials. Trying to think. Gangsters. Crazy. And you also got a poster with this, but unfortunately the copy I got hold of didn't have a poster, but it's all good. The Dance Craze tour, eh? Got Young Jerry all there. And what you had here, what tunes you had some great tunes. Just focusing on it. Hang on. I was just playing around with the camera. If I go in a bit. There we go. Oh. Concrete Jungle by the Specials. Mirror in the Bathroom by the Beat. Lip Up Fatty. Bad Manners. Madness Selector. The Body Snatchers. The Beat. Madness. The Beat. Special Selector. Bad Manners. Manners. Madness Selector and the Specials. Apparently these were really magnificent events, but obviously I was young then. But all them bands, man, dominated the UK for a while when I was growing up. And they've sort of stood the test of time. Especially Madness going strong still. To be honest, the bands you still got going now, out of this, you look at the flash in the pan bands they have nowadays. You've obviously got the Specials, which is very sad what's going on there, but I think two of them are still operating. You've got the Beat, you've got two Beats going at the minute. You've got Bad Manners, they're touring this year. Beat are touring, Madness, they're touring. Selector, they're touring. I'm going to that gig. The Body Snatchers, she's still out and about. Rhoda, whatever her name was. Can't think of her name. The Beat, Madness. But sadly, they're all, obviously, people pass away, and I guess the more people that pass away, the more these whole albums and that would be worth, but not that really interests me. If I was into it for the money, I would have got, to be honest, I wouldn't be sitting here with my Specials records. I'm in the Two Tone Collectors group on Facebook, guys, and I tell you what, if you can put any Specials record up there, mate, or anything on Two Tone, name your price. There's people out there. That's why I thought, wow, the money that I'm sitting on, but I'm sitting on it, do you know what I mean? It's my pension plan. Maggie Thatcher didn't treat me well when I left school. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Whatever you're doing, have a good one.